All right, this is take like 3. I don't really ever retake my videos because I record them like driving, and usually I end them when I like get back to my home or like my destination. I just like end the video. I'm like, okay, that's it. Which is, I think, is probably why they're helpful for me. It's like they're very candid. They're just in the moment. I like, never like script my videos out. I never like I just try to like I'll think of something. I'll be like, that'd be interesting for me to flesh out to myself in a video, and then I wait and I don't think about it. Right now, this is the third time of me trying just trying to think, trying to just, I guess, break down the idea or the purpose, I guess, or just my position on dreams, and not like sleeping dreams, but pipe dreams, I guess, is a good way to describe it. The or my relationship with them. Like as a kid, I used to dream vividly, right? I used to be daydreaming in class all the time because, frankly, like the stuff I was learning was always boring to me. Not always, but normally it was very easy for me, right? And I was like, oh, this is simple, and just daydream and just sit around, and I still do that, right? I still dream these like un unrealistic. Obviously, that's the point of a dream, is that they're dreams. Like you can't think of a dream when you're awake. And right, it seems to me that when we're young, the dreams are easy. They seem super real. They seem so, you know, they blur the line between a dream and like reality, right? We're like, yeah, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna be in the NBA, or I'm gonna be in the MLB or whatever. I'm gonna be a mad scientist. I'm gonna be a doctor XYZ. I'm gonna do it all, right? And as you get older, those dreams, kind of, I don't want to say disappear, but they become very distinctly dreams. Like, I know I'm not going to the NBA. I can barely shoot a 3 pointer. Like, you give me like 100 shots, I'll probably make like 5 of them. And I think the older we get, the more we become like, so like I think everyone knows this story. I think it was Teddy Roosevelt, the man in the arena like speech. It's like this famous speech, and it's super motivational, and it's like very like it's preached about, I guess. And it's roughly about how no all those that judge the man in the arena fighting, battling, pursuing, and really living through, like doing it, right? The person doing it. All those that judge, the people on the outer rim, the people in the stands of the Coliseum, they have no idea of what it's like to be the man in the arena. They have no real authority or credibility to judge that person in the arena, right? That's kind of what they say. And I think as you get older and older, you become more like the people on the outside. You become more like the critics, the the judgers, right? The cynics. You become, you don't believe, right? You don't believe in the dreams. You don't believe in the people in the arena, right? And you still hear those stories of people that pursued their dreams relentlessly, even post being an adult. And those people are the people in the arena that really pursued something and made it happen. But those people are such a small minority, I think. And I think everyone likes to believe that they're the man in the arena, right? You hear that speech, you don't think, yeah, I'm the freaking person in the stands shouting at the dude like fucking fighting a bear in like those ancient Colosseum games or whatever. I'm the fucking warrior. I'm the dude fighting. I'm the guy. I'm the champion. That's what you feel like when you hear that speech. But I think it's becoming more obvious to me because I feel it in my own like thought patterns. Like I see it that I'm becoming more and more like the person that would rather make excuses for why a dream or some foreign goal can't happen because I don't want to be the person in the arena anymore. I don't. And I'm not saying I ever really was. I don't know if ever was. Like I'm thinking now, like I don't really know if I ever was truly a person like in the arena. However, I think I do think that it's God, I don't know. The I don't know if I ever was the man in the arena, right? But I definitely feel like I'm becoming the person in the stands, like just judging other people, not actively choosing not to pursue things. And I think that that's what most adults are. Like, no offense, but I hear from adults, I hear more often than not, like, oh, that don't ever work, or you shouldn't do that, or that's dumb, or you'll always hear this as a kid. You'll see, like, you'll get it when you're an adult. And now I'm seeing, right? And I'm like, maybe they had a point, right? Because like, maybe they were right the whole time. Um, but what I think it really is that a bunch of people stepped out of the arena, and it's much easier to be the cynic. It's much easier to be the critic. It's much easier to be the person that judges than the actual person doing it, right? It's like, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You ever watch Ratatouille? Like, but then I don't know what to do about it, man. Because I don't want to be like just some sorry old man one day who like some like young kid comes up to us like I'm gonna be the next billionaire or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, buddy, you'll see. I want to be the person that believes in people. I want to be the person doing it. I want to be the man in the arena, but I don't know how. It's not that. No, that's a bad excuse. I do know how. Everyone knows how to be the man in the arena. Like, everyone knows what to do to lose weight, right? Eat less food. Everyone knows what you have to do to get jacked. You'll work out. Boom. But like, you don't, so that's a dumb excuse. I know what I would have to do. Like, just study more, work really hard on like, I don't know, day trading. Who knows? Maybe that's my pipe dream that's gonna work, and be the man in the arena. But gosh, man, why is it so easy to give up? That kind of sounds paradoxical. There's probably a pretty clear, easy like answer to that. I think that's surely got to be obvious, right? Like, it's just easier. It's easier to not do. It's easier to sit there and not actually have to fight. But then, is it the weight of your regrets and all that? Like, you'll have to sit with that rest of your life. Like, you gave up. You didn't do it. Like, you didn't actually try. Instead, you just decided to, like, fucking scream at people who were trying. God, what a sad existence. I mean, surely you just gotta be the man in the arena. That's like a pretty good answer. Thank you, Teddy Roosevelt. Fun tidbit about my family. I think it was like it was like it was either like a great uncle or like a great great uncle was like neighbors with Teddy Roosevelt. They lived on like opposite sides, like a mountain or some shit. I don't know. That's pretty cool. So like they met, like he met a couple times with him. So it's pretty neat, pretty neat. Um, yeah. Um, don't really have a lot of. I mean, I don't really have a lot to say here. It's just the movies do it so right. You know, you don't root like we don't watch movies. We don't watch like movie that follow that we don't watch movies whose plots follow like the cynic or the critic or the dude that just like is a hater, right? Like that's like no. We follow the man in the arena. That's what makes the movie entertaining. And it's also probably because a lot of people live vicariously through media in which they're like it feels, like a some kind of mundane replica of what it would be like to be the man in the arena. And that's probably telling right there that we want to experience media that is about the man in the arena. Not, we don't want to, you know, it's boring to watch someone hate and critique. Instead, we want to be the one, we want to watch the man being critiqued, right? And like that's probably just a reflection of what we actually just want in our own lives. Like we would rather be the person being critiqued but still doing something of some value than being the person that is critiquing. But I think it's just humans just choose the path of least resistance. Like, how much were you paid to give up on your dreams? You know, that clip is like tough as shit, right? Where the dude's like, how much did they pay you to first give up on your dreams? And he's like, $35,000 a year. And when everyone's just like, damn, faux shizzle, bruh. And, not to be like a hater on the old people. I've just been saying like, go for it. If you like 85 watching this video, why are you watching this video? But if you got some dream, go pursue that shit, granny. But like, realistically, dreams are a young man's game. And I should pursue, man. I should just pursue. But here's another thing. Is that everyone knows these, pipe dreams are pipe dreams. And that's like a very, like, that's just like, true. Now, honestly, the day trading one seems like it's pretty low daily effort commitment, if you know what I mean. Like, all you have to do, well, I think some day traders, like, they'll trade, like, the whole day, but it depends on, like, your strategy. From my understanding, like, some day traders just, like, make, like, one trade, morning, market open, make a trade, and then they're done for, like, the whole day. So that seems, like, pretty doable time commitment-wise. Like, I don't need to be, like, dedicating my whole life to that. But also, like, you have to, like, develop a strategy, trade a bunch, like, get a understanding and all that. But that can be, like, I feel like that can probably be done, like, you can cram that in. You don't have, it's not like, I know what I'm meaning in my brain. If you get what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. But what was I saying? But it feels like everyone knows that. So it's like low risk. That's what I want to say with that. It's like low risk. Like I don't have to like quit my job to pursue fucking day trading. That'd be pretty dumb. But also don't have a job. Well, I have a job for the summer, which is good. And this is what I was getting to, is that, dreams are usually pretty high risk in maybe not high risk, maybe that's not the right word, but they're just low probability of happening. Like, I could drop everything right now. I have, like, free will exists. Nothing's stopping me except for, well, we'll get to what's stopping me. It's probably the fact that it's a high risk profile for me to do this, but I could drop everything in my life right now and say, you know what? I'm going to be a professional tennis player. I'm going to train like a professional tennis player. I'm going to eat like a professional tennis player. I'm going to sleep like a professional tennis player. I'm going to do recovery, warm up, stretches, everything. I'm going to train with like, well, we'll see. Like, I'd have to get money for that, but I could do all of that, right? Odds that I become a professional tennis player? probably less than 1%, probably less than 0.0001%, like it's like infinitesimally small, right? But didn't we just say that we want to be the man in the arena? It's like, okay, well, maybe not that arena, because it seems like that arena is like you're just stepping into lava, like you're just bound to lose. But then on the other hand, so then what does that leave you with? It's like, well, might as well just take the safe route. You know, we could you could still be the man in the arena, but this is just an arena filled with like, sunflowers and daisies, and lilies and freaking um, hydrangeas. Like you don't gotta like. Seems like a low risk for me to like go to an engineering internship this summer, which I have, and pursue a career in engineering. I'm still the man in the arena there, technically, but it just seems like the reward is less, but the risk is also less. So it's like, what do you do? And I think that's what most people do. It's like, would they pay you to first give up on your dreams? Well, I had to live, so I needed money. My dream was also to live, so I just still a man in the arena. It doesn't. The stakes were just less. I just took the easier route out, and I think I don't know. Maybe I should get into psychology. Like, human brain is probably pretty interesting to get into, or not the brain, but like human behavior. Although, I think it's probably one of those double-edged swords. Like, I'm finding with philosophy, the more I get into it, the more I think, and it's like, geez, man, my life would probably be better if I didn't know what virtue ethics were, or maybe not virtue ethics. I think, honestly, virtue ethics is probably something everyone should be a little bit aware of. But some stuff, it's like just kind of meaningless to know this, like absurdism. I'm sitting on the myth of Sisyphus right now, not literally, but it's like in my bag right here, and I haven't read it, and that's like a conscious choice of mine, not like I'm like procrastinating reading. Like, if I wanted to read it, I would, and I do want to read it, but the thing that's holding me back is I'm a little concerned that I'll get too entrenched into the idea of absurdism, and that it'll like cause me not harm, but just not be helpful to me living a good life. On the pursuit of meaning side right now, you guys know that's the ultimate goal, is it not, for all of us, is to find meaning. Um, I've been just like revisiting Kung Fu Panda. Now, where's this kid going with the meaning in Kung Fu Panda? If you guys have watched Kung Fu Panda, if you haven't, stop this video, go watch Kung Fu Panda. But just to recap, if you haven't watched it in a while, first movie, Po becomes a dragon warrior through, it was just a mistake. There are no accidents. There's just an accident. There's no accidents, whatever, Becomes a dragon warrior. He gets the dragon scroll, right? It's supposed to like be the key to unlocking like limitless power, and just like, just become the fucking dragon warrior, read the dragon scroll. It's just dope as shit, right? They open it. They open the dragon scroll. Po is like the panda dude. Kung Fu Panda opens that bitch up, and he's like, huh? There's nothing here. There's just nothing on the scroll. And turns out there was no secret ingredient. There was nothing there wasn't anything that the Dragon Warrior was no different, right? There was no like secret style or technique that he needed to know to make him the Dragon Warrior. He was just the Dragon Warrior the whole time. Like there's no like special thing, right? And later on, the villain opens the scroll and sees like there's nothing on it, and just like, what? Where is it? Where's the text? Where's the knowledge? Where is it? And he can't accept that there's no thing. He can't accept that the secret ingredient is nothing. It's just that you have to believe in having the like secret thing that makes you the Dragon Warrior. Now, how does this pertain to the meaning of life and pursuit of meaning, you ask me? Now, just been thinking about it recently, that perhaps it's just not that deep, man. Maybe no, I haven't fully thought this out, so this might be a little bit lackluster. But maybe there is no meaning. Now, okay, you said that before. And that means that there's meaning for everything. But, like, maybe it's just not that deep, man. Like, I spent all this time thinking about my meaning, thinking about, oh, well, how am I going to pursue a virtuous life, a good life, and so blah, 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 blah. And it's all in good, right? But perhaps it's just not. Perhaps there is no secret ingredient. Like the meaning of life is there. Like I think that right now, I believe, at least part of me believes that there is a secret ingredient in life, and that secret ingredient is meaning. But maybe that just doesn't exist in like the sense that I think it exists. There's not like a reason for me to be alive. Not in like a large, you know, universal sense of like there was some pre-picked out purpose for me by some higher being or the universe or whatever. But just in the sense that, there's something that's present in life that will give me that will unlock kind of limitless drive, right? That would give me the limitless power of the dragon warrior, right? And that I have to find that meaning, and maybe it's written down on a scroll somewhere, and I got to open it and look at it. And maybe if I get to that point, right, where I find it, I open the scroll, maybe there's just nothing on there. There's nothing, there's no meaning that would give me limitless power or limitless drive or motivation or something like that. I just gotta accept that. And that, I don't think the analogy works perfectly. Like, I don't, or maybe it does. Maybe the secret ingredient is just believing that there is something there, that maybe there is a meaning, and just it's there, and just agreeing to just let it kind of just flow away. Like it doesn't matter if I know it or not. Like it's there. There's meaning, but I'll never know it. Or maybe it's more along the lines of like I don't know. I don't know. Hydrangea. I just think it's gosh, man. Meaning. I'm an 18-year-old kid, bro. Like, I think too much. I must be just unbearable, dude. Like, I don't talk like this to a lot of people, but there are people who I'm close with that I frequent this. I frequent this like topic of meaning a lot, and just the tone and stuff that I use is probably not the best. It's just like I must just be unbearable to be around. Like I know my brother probably is very annoyed with me right now because I'm just always talking about meaning with him and like girls and all that shit. And it's just like he's probably just like he probably is like fuck this kid. uh, yeah, so maybe it's just maybe the secret ingredient is to just let go of the pursuit of meaning. Cuz I'm pursuing it in a sense that's not very effective. My pursuit is just sitting here thinking about it. Like that's what I believe the pursuit is. But I'm never going to find the meaning just talking in circles to myself, thinking and thinking and thinking. Instead, the meaning will be found most likely through experiences and you know and through living life, like actually just living it, right? So maybe I just have to accept that. Who knows? Maybe there is no meaning, and I should just stop pursuing it and just live, man. And you know, I can choose to be the man in the arena and just live. Like, I talk about living more than I actually do. I just gotta start thinking a little bit more small picture, I think, day to day instead of big picture as well. That'll probably help me. But, you know, maybe that's the trick though. There is just no meaning. Like, there is no like soulmate. There's no perfect career. There's no like perfect doesn't really exist. It's all absurd. Gosh, man. I think it's like I don't know how to describe my kind of feelings here. It's just, you know, it doesn't exist. It's not there. You can't find it. It's just live, bro. I don't know. I think I'll just end it here. Just yeah, for like 30 minutes. That's where I'm at right now. Just my thought process. It's also Christmas Eve, and yeah, Christmas is just like another thing where it's like, God, I'm just such a cynic. I'm not even cynic. I'm just such a critic, man. I'm just such a, I don't know. Um, what a beautiful game, by the way. Steep is a sick ass game. Look how cinematic this is. Boom. That J-Pow. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Merry Christmas. There is no secret ingredient. Be the man in the arena. I never tackled the idea of why we lose the kind of. Gosh, I wonder what bindings those are. I can't tell, but like I wonder why we become more critical. We become more like the critic than the man in the arena. I don't know. I think that's probably a whole other topic. But wait, end of video flex. Bang. But yeah, peace out, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, there is no secret ingredient. Yeah, I think that's a good conclusion, man. No secret ingredient. Shit just don't exist. All right, peace out.